Welcome back to Minnie Makes. My name is Callie and today we are going to be making brown butter. So brown butter is so delicious. It's incredibly simple to make. I'm going to walk you through how to make it, and the reason why I'm making this video is because in the future I'm going to have plenty of recipes that use brown butter, and I figured why not make one tutorial video where I go a little bit in depth of the steps of how to make it so that in the future I can kind of breeze through it a little bit more. But I will link this video in the description box of every recipe video going forward that uses brown butter, so you can refer to this video if you need any help, or if maybe you're using someone else's recipe that uses brown butter and you just need a little bit of guidance. So let's get right into it. But before we begin, as always, please remember to subscribe, like, share, chat in the comment section, and follow me on social media for more recipes and additional content. So let's get into it. The only ingredient that we're going to need is, of course, some butter. I'm using unsalted butter because that's what I typically bake with, but salted butter, whatever butter you like, it will absolutely work. So I'm going to turn on my pan to medium heat. And the first step in the browning butter process is to just melt the butter. So that's going to take some time. It takes my burner a little bit more time to heat up than my regular oven does. So while this melts, let's talk browning butter for a second. There's a couple things that are really important that you know when you're browning butter. Number one, the pan that you're using is very crucial. You want a light colored pan. This is not the time to use a cast iron or a black pan. You want to use some kind of stainless steel or something light like this because you want to be able to see the color change occurring, okay? So if you can't see that the butter is browning, you're gonna have a problem. So a light colored pan, and also you just wanna make sure you have a bowl ready to pour the brown butter into once it's finished browning, because if you leave the brown butter in the pan, it's gonna continue to cook and it's probably gonna burn. And brown butter goes from brown to burnt very quickly. So just have a bowl on hand. So I'm gonna wait for this to melt, and then I'll walk you through the next sort of stage in the browning butter process. Okay, so we're back. As you can see here, the butter has melted. So it's very important also that while you're browning butter, that you stir continuously, because at this point, it's not browned yet, it's just melted. But what's gonna happen, and you'll kind of feel this when you stir the pan, is there gonna be what are called milk solids that stick to the bottom of the pan, which is fine, but you don't want them to burn. So stir continuously, don't walk away, just continue to babysit this. And the next kind of stage of the browning process is you're gonna start to see a lot of foam and bubbles, and just keep stirring and I'll walk you through the next stage. Okay, so as you can see here, it's gotten kind of noisy, it's bubbling, it's foaming, and we're almost done. Okay, so the bubbles have subsided. It's still a little bit foamy, but you'll know when the butter is finished browning when you see a bunch of dark specks scattered all over the bottom of the pan. Once you see those brown specks, you want to turn off the heat and immediately pour the brown butter into a separate bowl. And that is it. That's how you brown butter. It's so simple to make. It's absolutely delicious. And once it's browned, it's gonna smell really kind of aromatic and nutty. And it is just, like I said earlier, such a great way to elevate any baked good. You know, I use brown butter in my chocolate chip cookies, my apple galette. I'll link those recipes below, and plenty more to come, and I know you're gonna love it. So, as always, for the full written recipe and instructions, head to my blog, minniemakesrecipes.com. I'll put the link for that in the description box below. Click on the link, the recipe will come right up, and make this brown butter. I promise you're gonna love it, and let me know what you think, because I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.